Prophet Velen in Deliverance Point of Broken Shore will offer a quest known as the Deceiver's Downfall, which will send you into the Tomb of Sargeras raid. As every wing of the Tomb of Sargeras is now available on Raid Finder difficulty, I'll include a basic guide on the boss fight so that you know what you're getting yourself into, as you'll be required to defeat Kil'jaeden, who is the final boss of the raid. In order to access Kil'jaeden, queue for the Deceiver's Fall wing of Tomb of Sargeras. There are 3 basic stages to the Kil'jaeden fight. Throughout the entirety of this fight, you will need to look out for when Kil'jaeden uses the ability Armageddon. 5 or 6 red swirls will appear around the platform on which Kil'jaeden is located. A player will need to stand in every single one of these swirls. At first, this may seem counterintuitive because you're typically trying to not stand in the fire. But in this case, if any of the red swirls are not occupied by a player by the time Armageddon hits, everyone in the raid will receive massive damage. This is known as Armageddon Blast, and in a successful run, it should never happen. Tanks will need to switch off aggro on Kil'jaeden based on the number of stacks of fell claws that Kil'jaeden has affected you with. Once you bring Kil'jaeden down a little, he will go into an intermission phase where he begins to fly around and gains a buff known as Nethergale, where he'll only take 1% of your normal damage. During this phase, the raid may find it advantageous for players to wait in the center of the platform, as Kil'jaeden will begin to target multiple players with bursting Dreadflame. If you are targeted, move away from the raid to the edge of the platform and spread out. Should you be within 2 circles of bursting Dreadflame, it could deal enough damage to instantly kill you. Once Kil'jaeden lands, stage 2 of the fight will begin. Keep in mind everything you've learned so far, as these attacks will still keep coming. During this phase, stay stacked up behind Kil'jaeden, as players will be affected by shadow reflection, which you'll notice when your character grows very large. When the debuff timer for shadow reflection comes to an end, you'll notice that new ads will spawn that are reflections of players. The advantage to stacking here is that these ads will spawn right next to Kil'jaeden and therefore can be AoE'd down while you damage the boss. Once weakened further, Kil'jaeden will begin the second intermission known as Deceiver's Veil. At this point, the platform will grow dark and Illidan can be found near one of the 2 bridges by which you accessed Kil'jaeden's platform. Should you find Illidan, mark him on your minimap so the rest of the raid knows where to go. Approach Illidan to gain the Sightless Gaze buff, allowing you to see enemies at a further distance. This effect will last for 20 seconds. First, prioritize taking out ads that were spawned as a result of shadow reflections in the previous phase. Then you will need to defeat Shadow Souls, which are enemies that will teleport around the platform. Should your buff wear off, simply approach Illidan once again. When all of the Shadow Souls are defeated, you will move on to the 3rd stage of the fight, and you should again gain visibility of the entire platform. This phase will begin with a casting of Darkness of 1,000 Souls, which will deal high damage to all players, so stack up and keep the AoE heals coming. He will then use an ability known as Tear Rift that creates a portal in one side of the platform which will pull players in. In general, try your hardest to stay away from this portal. The only time you should approach the portal is when Kil'jaeden uses Darkness of 1,000 Souls again. Just before the casting is complete, step within the boundaries of the rift to cause the missiles to go into the rift as opposed to hitting the raid. Once completed, quickly step back out. During this phase, he will also spawn demonic obelisks, which will deal damage to players in lines between them. Essentially, just stick near the center of the platform to avoid this. When Kil'jaeden is defeated, a cinematic will ensue, which unfortunately I cannot include here because I accidentally had my volume off. When the cinematic ends, you will be teleported to an instanced version of Azuna. Speak with Prophet Velen while you are here, or back in Deliverance Point of Broken Shore to turn in this quest and to receive 1,500 Armies of Legionfall reputation. Additionally, while you're here, be sure to loot the Spoils of the Legion's Fall object that can be found just in front of the gazebo where Prophet Velen is located. This is actually how you loot Kil'jaeden. Congrats on clearing the Tomb of Sargeras.